welcome to Feeling Fit with Carrie. So today we're going to do another Vinyasa series. This one's a little intermediate, a little bit more slow paced, but it focuses on core and back extension. So this is a really good one if you want to work on the flexibility of the spine, bending back. You don't have to do full on crazy back bend, but this will help you start working towards that if you'd like. So we're going to go ahead and start. Let's start standing up. I like feet, good hips width apart. Slowing down that breath. We're just going to warm up that spine just a little bit. So we're going to inhale, face to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, face to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Now when you come face to the sky, roll those shoulders back. And as you exhale, roll them forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, round forward. One more time. Inhale, open up. Maybe lean a little bit. And exhale, round forward. Chin to chest, start to come all the way down. Remembering that if you need to have your hands on your legs and walk yourself down, you may. When you get to the bottom, soften those knees and roll back up. Good, and again, inhale, face to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Shoulders forward, all the way down. And soften the knees, come back up. We're gonna do this one more time. Inhale, open up, maybe take the arms behind you. Exhale, roll the shoulders around the back, chin to chest, roll all the way forward. Stay here for a second. You can start to just bend one knee at a time. And as I bend that knee, I'm pushing into the hip of the straight leg. You should feel a nice stretch at the back of the leg and the calf and the hamstring. If you really poke your hip out, you'll feel it in your hip a little bit. Feel free to shake that head out, yes and no. There's a couple things. If your hands don't quite reach the floor, you can put them on a block or on your shins, or even take opposite elbows and just hang forward. Whatever you need to do here. If you do find you're a little bit more flexible, you can take your hands, palms facing up, and put them under your feet. Your toes are right in the crick of your wrist, but keep your weight in your heels. You don't want to smush your hands. Bend your knees, and then straighten your knees, straighten your arms, and then pull your face down closer to your knees. And then just roll through those knee bends, pulling that face a little bit closer each time. And then release the hands, put them out in front of you. We're gonna come back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog, really extend that spine. Down dog. Look at those hands, jumper step, feet to hands. Inhale, half. When you inhale and extend, you want to be nice and flat. Exhale, fold, let the head go. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, flat back. Exhale into mountain. Very good. I have my T mat, like I always do, or my X rather. Feel free to stay facing the same position. I'm going to move around a little bit just so you can see different angles of what I'm doing here. So we're going to start out, inhale up, exhale fold, inhale half, exhale fold, plant those hands, jumper step back to that plank, chaturanga, up dog, Down dog. Right leg is high behind you, three-legged dog. Bring it through into your lunge. Your back heel comes down into the side. Lift up to warrior one. Now you're going to take your hands behind your back. You have a few options here. You can touch, I'm just going to turn so you can see. Palms touching. You can have elbows, opposite elbows, or you can even give me one of these. Whatever feels good for you in your warrior one. And we're going to do a little back extension here. So you're welcome to just stay upright with your hands behind your back, opening through the chest. But if you want a little bit more, lean back. So you're lifting your heart to the sky. Don't crunch in the neck. Keep this long line. Leaning back here. Nothing major, just a little extension. Release the arms, release that back. Regular warrior one. Then we're gonna hinge forward. So you want a straight line from this fingertip all the way down to the back of the heel. Now if you need to modify here and just leave your hands right here, this is fine. We're using our core to hold our body up. Otherwise we're gonna move our arms. So we're gonna inhale, arms come down and back. Exhale, bring them forward and up. Inhale down, exhale up, and down, and up. You can also add a little bit of weight here if you like, if you have some small weights or soup cans or water bottles or whatever you have, that's fine. Otherwise, I just kind of keep tension in the arms a little bit. Last time. And lift all the way up. Very nice. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Other side. Bring it through. Lift up. So you want to take those hands behind the back. I'm going to grab opposite elbows this time. I kind of change intermittently as I do this little extension, whatever feels good in that moment. Remember, what feels good in your body may change from day to day, changes on each side. Sometimes it's fun just to kind of go through the different options. You may find something you didn't know you liked. And release. Hinge forward again, making that straight line. Ready, same thing. Inhale down. Exhale up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Two more, down, and up, and down, and up. Release all the way up. Tiny little extension here, face to the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Look at those hands. Jumper step, feet to hands. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. Very good. I'm going to turn to face you for this next part. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands, jumper step back to that plank. chaturanga, up dog, down dog. We're gonna lift that right leg high, three-legged dog. Bring it through. Leave the back heel up this time. We lift up to crescent. Now you're welcome to just stay here in crescent. We're gonna take a little standing balance challenge here. So you're just gonna get all your weight forward and bring this foot here. Now if you need to take a bunch of little steps in between to get this foot here, that's perfectly fine. And we're gonna work an eagle. So I'm gonna go through a few options that we can do. You can stay right here. You can cross it over, come hands at heart center and have a seat. This is a little bit of a modification here. The full bind for eagle, your leg crosses all the way over. Ideally, your toes are gonna hook behind your calf. That doesn't always work for me, so I like to have them right here, or you can even put it on the floor. You have a little sit. That's what happens in your legs. Now, for the arms, you can have palms touching. You can have the back of your palms touching. If you wanna do the full bind, same arm as leg. So this leg is on top, this arm goes on top, all the way around. Pull it out from your face. I always tell people move it a little bit to the side so you can see something still in front of you and not have your hands right in your face. And you're just gonna hold here nice and bound tight. Very good. When you release the arms. Make sure you've got your balance. Come right back here. Either a bunch of little steps or one big one, back to crescent. Very nice. Inhale up, exhale fold, back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Let's try the other side, left leg high. Bring it through, lift up to crescent. Back leg in front of you. Start to cross it over. And again, take any option you want. Maybe this doesn't work on this side, but it worked on the other. That's fine. As you can see, sometimes my toes will hook back and sometimes they won't. That just kind of depends on how you're built, how your legs are. Also, even the pants you're wearing, if you're wearing thicker pants or if they're a little slippery, sometimes that's a factor. Start to unwind, shoot it back. Very nice. Inhale up, exhale fold, back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look at those hands, jumper step, feet to hands. Inhale half, exhale fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. Very nice. Take a second, get some water. I'm actually gonna get some. So if you're watching this recent, right now we're in November, it's getting colder here in Texas. So I like to remind everybody to stay hydrated even when it's cold outside. We forget because we associate being dehydrated and being thirsty with heat and sweating, but in the winter time, it's just as important. There's less humidity in the air. We just don't think about it. So make sure you're still drinking throughout the day, all day, every day, all year long, hot, cold, whatever. All right, we're gonna move on now. I've added a couple of optional vinyasas, so if you wanna take them with me, that's fine. If you'd like to skip those and just meet me in Warrior 2, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna turn back this way. So this is our optional vinyasa number 1. Inhale up, exhale fold, inhale half, exhale fold, jumper step back to plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look at those hands, jumper step, feet to hands. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. Very nice. Inhale, up. Exhale, right leg is gonna shoot back, warrior two. Remembering to have all of our hips lined up, squared off, this knee still open. You're gonna flip through that front hand, reach up and back, reversing our warrior. Back to center. You're going to come forward and down into your side angle. Remembering all of your different options here. I'm just going to take this one. Release and come up. Straighten out that front knee, your hips are gonna go back that way. Come forward and down into triangle. Nice flat back, opening through the chest. And release and come up. Reach back, reverse. Release. Now you're going to take these toes and make them face this way. This leg, make it face that way. So for me, left toes go forward, right toes go to the side. Whichever side you're on is fine. Bend through the opposite leg, warrior two on the other side. So as long as you're on the opposite side of whichever one you've just done, you're fine. I'm going to flip through that front hand, reach back, reverse the warrior on this side. Back to center. We're going to come forward and down on the other side. I'm going to take a different option this time. It's always fine to do. And release and come up. Straighten out this knee now, your hips go that way. When we come forward and down into triangle. And come up, reach back, reverse. And release, bend through that right knee again, warrior two. You're gonna windmill this backhand up and over, come all the way down to your lunge. Step back to your plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look at those hands, jumper step, feet to hands. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. Let's do another optional vinyasa here. If you want to rest, that's fine. Otherwise, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Ooh, move my mouth, that happens. And look at those hands, jumper step. Feet to hands. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. Very nice. Inhale up. Exhale, we're gonna shoot back into warrior two. I'm gonna put my left leg back just so I'm facing you. It doesn't really matter which way you go as long as you can see where I am and what's going on. This is our one weird transition. You're gonna straighten out your front knee, lift your arms, and then see how I'm gonna pivot on the ball of my back foot, squaring my hips towards this front leg. If you need to bring the back foot in to adjust a little, you may. So my right hip is reaching back, my left hip is reaching forward. Two straight knees. We're gonna come to a modified pyramid, do a little core work. So you're gonna hinge forward. We wanna shoot for a 90-degree angle. If you're up a little, that's perfectly fine. We wanna try to shoot for right here. Nice flat back. Use your core, hold yourself. Your ears are right in between your arms, or you may rest the arms here or place them behind the back. Whatever feels good. Hold here. Good. Now just release all the way over and around, forward into regular pyramid. So my face is looking at this knee, even if it's nowhere close to it. Remember, you always have the option of putting hands on a block, or even up here, or up here if you need, just to look down. If you're a little bit more flexible and you can get your face on your knee, take these hands behind this leg, pull yourself down even more. I feel the stretch all up the back of this leg, in the calf, in the hamstring, everywhere. And then you're gonna start to take your hands in between your feet, turn your toes so they're facing forward, heel toe out nice and wide, hang over here to stretch. And then this is one of those you can kind of do what feels good. I like to bend my knees a little bit, get really into my hips. Whatever you need, just make sure the head is down, release in the neck here. You can make your feet as wide or as narrow as you'd like. Very good, and then walk your hands over to the other side. So that means I'm going to my left foot. You're just on whichever side you didn't do, adjusting those feet again. So we're in regular pyramid on the other side. So now my right hip reaches forward, my left hip reaches back. I round over and look at this knee. And then here's the tricky part. We're gonna go into that modified pyramid, but coming from down here to up, as opposed to standing to halfway down, is a little bit harder. So you really have to engage those abs, release the hands from the floor, lift up to that flat back. So I hope you can see, I'm sorry, my shirt's a little baggy today. It's chilly out, so I got lots of layers. Good. Lift all the way up. Oh, that one was tough. Give yourself a nice deep lunge here. Take a breath. Face the sky. Exhale, fold. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Look at those hands. Jumper step. Feet to hands. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale into mountain. All right, one last optional vinyasa here, only if we want. We're gonna inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands, jumper step back to that plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Then carefully just come onto your hands and knees, cross your ankles and sit back. I'm gonna sit this way so you can see. We're just gonna sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck that pelvis under, all the way onto the back. Hug the knees in tight and rock side to side. I'm gonna massage your sacrum, your lower back into the mat. That should feel really nice. We're just gonna do a nice little twist for our back. We've done a lot of extensions and forward flexions and done a lot of forward and back. So we'll do a little twist to the side. So you're gonna take your knees to a 90-degree angle, palms out, and then just let them gently fall to one side. Now there are ways to do this stretch that you can modify. If you need a little less, I take my hands on the, or maybe my feet rather, on the mat, open up one hip, and then maybe just let the top leg fall a little bit. This is perfectly fine. You want both shoulders on the mat. Now, if you want more, and you've come here, straighten out your top leg, grab for your toes, straighten out the bottom leg, really reach this way. Just make sure this back shoulder doesn't pop up. So you'll have one hip on the floor, two shoulders. You can even turn your head the other way to stretch through the neck if you like. If that's a little too much, just look straight up. And then when you're ready, again, remember to stay in any of these stretches as long as you'd like. Just bring the knees back to center and let them fall to the other side. I'm just gonna do this option on this side, remembering we can do whatever option we need. Remember to stay here as long as you like. I'm just gonna cue you into your Shavasana. You can take all the time you need here. Stop the video, whatever you need. But I always like to end rocking side to side, no matter what we've done. Just massaging that sacrum into the mat feels good. Whether we worked really hard in our backs or not, always feels nice. We're always doing something in our body, so it's good to just relax. If you wanna open up into a little happy baby, you may. Whatever feels nice here. And when you're ready, come all the way down, arms above the head, feet all the way down. Take a big stretch. Release. Take those palms down by the sides. Close the eyes. And take all the time you need here to relax. You can put some soft music on if you'd like. Whatever feels good. Whenever you're through, start to wiggle the fingers and toes, rolling out the ankles and the wrist. And we're just gonna roll onto one side in recovery. Again, I'm quickly moving through these, but feel free to stop the video and stay in any of these positions as long as you'd like. And lift up to seated. And we're going to inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much. You did such a wonderful job. Thank you for supporting me and watching all of my videos. I appreciate it. Remember, we're on Facebook and Instagram, Feeling Fit with Carrie. I'd love feedback. Anything you have to say, good, bad, ugly, whatever, let me know. And if you have requests for anything specific, let me know. Today is the day before Thanksgiving of 2018, so if you're watching this currently, happy Thanksgiving. If you're not and it's down the road, happy whatever day it is. Maybe it's just a Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Remember to stay hydrated, take care of your body, celebrate everything you've done that's good for your body that day, and be in that moment and enjoy. Thanks, guys.